Hello and welcome to Nonsense Farm. So, it has been a very tough 6 weeks of traveling. Now I say tough. I'm very fortunate to be able to do the travel that I do. I have a 30+ year very successful career in the travel industry, and I have been to Mexico and Alaska and Canada and where else? I don't know. And I'm about to go back to Mexico this week, but that doesn't leave a lot of time for the farm, so it's a balancing act. So today I am headed out to the farm, and the goal is to get the bee yard cleaned up. When we set up the bee yard, I put landscape cloth down to keep the weeds down, and I'm really disappointed that only 2 years in, there's quite a few weeds peeking out. Plus I do need to mow the area around the bee yard, so that means I'll be on the tractor in my bee suit. So here goes. For years, I have been endeavoring to eliminate toxins from the foods that I eat, and even as far as like my makeup and my shampoo and things like that. But when you're going to be working around tall grass in Texas in the spring, summer, or fall, you had better just drown in off, because if you've ever been eaten up by chiggers, you know. I love a good before and after, so here's the before of the bee yard. Now it isn't really before, because I did pull a lot of weeds while I was out here doing hive inspections yesterday, but it's still got a lot of work to do. So you see this tall grass here. I'm going to get out the tractor and mow out around here so that the tall grass doesn't come right up to the bees. And then there's an example of the weeds that I'm so disappointed about. I guess I'll pull a lot of them today, as many as I can. Maybe weed whack the ones I can't pull. And I'm going to have to put another layer of some kind of weed barrier, maybe get heavy-duty tarps and layer them on top of this landscape cloth, because I cannot be messing with this all the time. So here's the before. Yeah, the bees aren't a fan. All right, I was pulling weeds, and it became evident that the work gloves that I was wearing, the bees could sting through the backs of them. So I got a couple of hits, which I take bee stings very seriously because I am allergic to bee venom, and my EpiPen is in my purse up on the other end of the farm. So I beat a hasty retreat and got my beekeeping gloves on. So let's take a look at where we are now. So you can see it is mowed. There's still a lot of weeds to pull. I think what I'm going to do is just get a bunch of smaller tarps and put them out and put mulch on top of them, because I can't just be out here pulling weeds all the time. I need something that's going to keep them from growing through. So at my last bee yard, we had extra heavy-duty tarps, and that did the trick. So that's what we'll do here. But this is much better shape than it was before. Thanks for coming along.